Hello, my name is BALAAM, and I will be taking you through TV documentary. This is our first class, so we're going to first have an introductory session of us introducing the unit. Television documentary, of course, is one of those TV programs that we watch on television, the way you watch news, the way you watch sports, the way you watch drama, the way you watch cartoons. So documentary is one of those television programs. Usually we shoot documentaries to report evidence of something that happened or something that happens within our society or within an environment. So a documentary has an aspect of facts, has an aspect of truth in it. One scholar called John Grayson coined a documentary or defined a documentary as the creative treatment of reality. Creative treatment of reality. So when we are dealing with documentaries, we're dealing with real things, we're dealing with reality, things that happen, things that happened in a society. If you want to document maybe slave trade, there are documentaries of Uganda Matters, there are documentaries about Uganda, there are documentaries about street children. Documentaries are not fiction, they are not fiction films, they document reality. So I want to dive into the different types that make a documentary or that are in a documentary. We have a type called fully narrated, and a fully narrated documentary is the one the voiceover is used to make sense of the visuals and dominates the meaning. For example, natural history documents. When you look at fully narrated, it's a documentary where the narrator or the voiceover, one thing that we should understand is that voiceovers, documentaries, it can use the narrator voiceover to anchor the meaning or relay on the interjections of the narrator. So we have that voice, sometimes they're called voice of God, a voice that is underneath pictures and is narrating to us what is happening. After this unit, I'm going to send you links that will take you to some documentaries that I believe you can watch. Then we have another one which is called Fly on the Wall. Cameras film the subjects without interference. Okay, without interference. Camera on the wall is Fly on the Wall is like a spontaneous documentary. Okay, it's like wildlife. You set the camera, they roll. You can't control what is going to happen. If you're watching wildlife documentary, if you watch Net Geo World, those are Fly on the Wall documentaries. The camera just rolls without interference. Okay, then we have mixed documentary. Of course, this uses a mixed combination of interviews, observation, narration. For example, The Devil Made Me. That is one type of a documentary. But I can give you another type of documentary, which is My Stolen Childhood. I'll share with you the link after this class. Mixed documentaries are the most common ones, where we see interviews in them, and we see narrations, and then we see observations, because they are documentaries where you just have to observe. When you watch wildlife documentaries, most of the times you observe. Sometimes there's no even narration. Sometimes they just see what is happening there. But in mixed documentaries, we have both, and those are the most common ones. Then we have self-reflective. Self-reflective, the subject of the documentary acknowledge the presence of the camera often speaks directly to the filmmaker. Self-reflective is you who is shooting the documentary, you are involved in the documentary. Okay, you can say we are live in the city of Fort Portal, and today we are going to tell a story of a young boy. Like you are on the camera as if you are going to give a piece to camera, and most of the times you are there, you as the narrator of the documentary. Those are self-reflective. Then we have what we call docudramas, reconstruction and resentment of events as they are supposed to have actually happened. In docudramas, you are creating an event that happened. You are acting an event that happened. There's a documentary of Jonan Luwum. People acted what happened. When you watch, there's a docudrama of The Last King of Scotland, where they were trying to act Idi Amin. Of course, and one thing about docudramas is that the people who act in those docudramas are close in resemblance to the people they are acting about. When you watch Nelson Mandela, the person they used in a way resembles Nelson Mandela. If you watch The Last King of Scotland as a docudrama, in a way that person resembles Idi Amin. Forrest Whitaker, the person who was acting there, and even the setting, that Last King of Scotland was done. It was not done in Uganda, but was done in Africa, in some parts of South Africa. That's where it was done from. The Last King of Scotland, and there are very many docudramas. So a docudrama is people act what happened. Okay. Then we have docu-soaps. These programs follow the daily lives of particular individuals within an organization. Those are docu-soaps. Then we have features of documentaries. We have one feature is observation. When you watch a one aspect in a documentary is it has to have an observation aspect. When you look at it, you should be able to understand, even if the narrator is not there. Then they have interviews. Okay, some documentaries don't have interviews, but most of them should have interviews. Okay, then we have an aspect of gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is about selection and rejection of information. Gatekeeping, at the end of the day, when you watch a documentary, it is on you to either take the information or not take it. Then drama translation. All documentaries use scenes of drama throughout the observation element. This is designed to keep the audience interested and make them easy to follow the narrative. Of course, at the end of the day, there is a drama aspect. Okay, there's a drama aspect in documentaries. Like we said, like we said in the definition, a documentary is a creative treatment of reality. So to be creative, that's why to be creative, use some drama, but you are dramatizing reality. Okay. Then mise en scène. It is a French word that means documentary makes carefully compose that so that they contain the images they want the audience to see. At the end of the day, TV, TV is visual. Okay, TV is audiovisual. Okay, it is audiovisual all the way around. Visual, audio. Okay, so at the end of the day, the pictures that you see, what this point means that the picture that you see should be helping in enhancing what you are saying. You can't be saying right now, in 1972, In 1962, Uganda got her independence under the rule of the British and all those things. When you are showing, when on the screen we are seeing maybe dogs, okay, that does not correlate what we are seeing on television. So what we say, the visuals that you use should be able, the visuals used should be in accordance to what we are listening to. Okay, then of course documentaries also have a feature of exposition. Documentaries expose. There is this common documentary, Stealing from the Sick, that was done by this NBS reporter Solomon Seranja. It is exposing the loopholes in the medical, in the health sector, where medicine comes, but it is taken by some medical officers. So there is an aspect of exposure, of exposing someone. This is basically the line of argument, the way argument unfolds. Yes, that is a brief introduction of documentary, of television documentary. And of course, as we go on, we'll be looking at how to script a documentary, roles of people that are in a documentary, or the crew, the production crew of a documentary, the production of a documentary from the stages of production, okay, from the 3 stages of production. Then we'll also look at after producing it, how can you distribute it? How can you get it to your audience? That is basically what we'll be looking at in our television documentary classes. After this class, I want to open the discussion to the rest of the class to ask any questions concerning to what we've discussed. You are going to do so by the use of either a voice note or a text on this very platform. Thank you very much. Once again, some of you, I know I haven't met most of you, but my name is Ankunda, and I'm very, very excited to meet you guys and also share with you knowledge in television documentary. Thank you very much.